Well, hello there. My name is Christopher Scott, and I serve as a small groups pastor at a local church. And in this video, I want to give you a brief 5-minute introduction to the book of 2 Timothy. In this video, I want to talk about 5 basic things. I'm going to talk to you about the author of the book. I'm going to talk to you about the audience the book was written to, the date that it was written. I'm going to give you an outline of the book, a key verse, and a key theme as well. So really 6 basic things that I'm going to cover for you in this brief 5-minute introduction to the book of 2 Timothy. So first, let's talk about the author of the book of 2 Timothy. It was the Apostle Paul. We know that from chapter 1, verse 1 and chapter 1, verse 11. It specifically says Paul, and that he was in prison in chapter 1, verses 8, 12, 16 through 17, as well as chapter 2, verse 9. It says Paul was in prison at the time that he was writing this letter. And he's writing this letter to Timothy, to his son in the faith, who had a genuine faith. Is who he's writing this letter to, and Timothy's addressed throughout the letter. Chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, and chapter 4 all specifically state that this letter was written to Timothy. Okay, the date that the book was written is probably 63 to 67 AD, somewhere in there, 63 to 67 AD. In chapter 4, verses 6 through 8, it says Paul was near death when he was writing this letter. He was in prison, likely in prison in Rome, when he was writing this letter back to Timothy. So it's his last letter that he wrote. There are 66 books in the Bible, 39 in the Old Testament, 27 in the New Testament, and 13 out of those 27 were written by the Apostle Paul, and then 5 out of those 13 he wrote from prison, okay? Ephesians, Philippians, Colossians, Philemon, and then 2 Timothy. And 2 Timothy is the last of Paul's letters that he wrote. It's the last words that he wrote. An outline for this book, I'm adapting from Warren Wiersbe's commentary, Be Faithful, a great resource if you want to study this book more. 2 Timothy, Paul used 4 appeals to encourage Timothy, according to Warren Wiersbe. So 4 basic appeals and requests to Timothy for him. And you can follow each chapter. There's 4 chapters. Each chapter has a title. The pastoral appeal. So what does a pastor need to do? The practical appeal, the basics of being a pastor. The prophetic appeal. So God spoke to Timothy, gave him a prophetic gift and spiritual gifts, and he needs to use that in ministry. And then the personal appeal based on their relationship. So there's a pastoral appeal, a practical appeal, a prophetic appeal, and a personal appeal, according to Warren Wiersbe. A key verse for the book, I believe, is 2 Timothy. Key verse for 2 Timothy is in chapter 2, verse 2, where Paul tells Timothy, "You have heard me teach things that have been confirmed by many reliable witnesses. Now teach these truths to other trustworthy people who will be able to pass them on to others." That's the key verse and really the key theme of the book as well. You've heard me teach these things to reliable people, now I want you to teach them to other people, right? So, passing it on, and discipleship and leadership development is the big focus here. And the key theme of the book is preparation for ministry in the last days. That's a key theme I'm adopting from Warren Wiersbe as well. So 2 Timothy, it's a great book. It's a rich book. It's very practical, a lot of good practical material in it, and I hope that you can read it and learn more about it. If you want to see a chart, I've made a 1-page chart that covers the book of 2 Timothy. I'll put a link down there to my blog where I list the chart there. You can read for free on the blog. And then if you want to study 2 Timothy on your own, I recommend the Warren Wiersbe Bible Study Guides. These are some great little study guides. Each guide has 8 lessons that takes you through books of the Bible. I like these because it's a study guide you can do as a group, but there also is a really good commentary that will help you as a facilitator to facilitate a good Bible study discussion. So I'll put links to those books in the description down there below. They are affiliate links, so if you purchase one of those books from Amazon, I do get a small commission from your purchase, just to disclose that to you and let you know. But these are some things that I obviously own them, and I use them in our church and in my ministry as well. So I recommend that you get them as well. So hope this has been a helpful video for you as you study 2 Timothy on your own. If you found this video helpful, you can subscribe up there and get updates on future videos. If you want to learn how to use this Wiersbe Bible Study Guide, I got a how-to video up there about specifically how to use this. If you want other brief 5-minute introductions to books of the Bible, they're some of my most popular videos. They're over there. And then I got some small group Bible study facilitator tips over there. Thanks for watching, and I hope to catch you again soon in another video.